My Foxies, welcome to the den. It's not even a rabbit hole. It's a foxhole right now. It's freaking creepy. I listen, for the past few days, this message is is going to resonate with some of you. Do you know that movie um, with Richard Dreyfuss from 1977, I believe was the one with the UFO, what was it called? Something of the third kind. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to look it up because it doesn't matter. That's not even important. But do you remember how he had this feeling that something was going on with him, and he kept seeing it, he kept feeling it, but he couldn't understand, he couldn't find it, and then all of a sudden, then he did find it, and then when he found it, everybody thought he was crazy, but then there were other people like him that were also in the same exact place. That's how I feel right now. I'm Richard Dreyfuss. Okay? I've been searching my entire life for what I just found a few days ago. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. There's so much of it, but I've been doing my research, just so you know. Look, you see these papers? This isn't even half of it, okay? I have been researching the hell out of this because I thought I was losing my damn mind. I've got theories, I've got ideas, and I want to press on, and I want to see if anybody, if anybody is going through this as well as I am. Okay. To begin, it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I need to take. I want this to come out for the Thursday video because I'm trying to be really consistent. Okay. So let me just ask you this. To all of you listening right now, let me ask you something. Why are you following me? I have 183 subscribers as of tonight, as of this morning. They're all organic. I've never had to pay for any of those. I don't even have 183 friends, so I know that most of you are people that don't know me. And I want to ask why you're following me. I have not been consistent up until now. I've missed a lot of my my videos, and I've missed a lot of the videos. I haven't been consistent. Hold on, page 98. Let me see something. Hold on, because I want to get this ready for you guys. I really do. You know that I love you. You know that I would never lie to you, and I don't want to freak you out, but I'm going to freak you out. Maybe not tonight, but this needs to be said. I'm on a mission. Apparently, I just found out that I'm on a mission. I don't know how that sounds to you, but that's the truth. And if this resonates with some of you guys, then good. Then you know why you follow me. Because maybe you follow me and you don't know why. Like sometimes you're led to places, but you don't know why you're there. Or sometimes you like somebody and they're not your type, but you wonder why you like them. Or you're drawn to someone, but you don't know why you're drawn to them. Or you are compelled to touch them or to be close to them physically, but you don't know why. And it's not just a sexual thing, but just a soul energy. That's really what it is. It's a whole soul energy. So I started researching things, and I started looking up, oh my gosh, this shirt. And I started looking up things like frequencies. That's really where it started for me. Like the questions of frequency, of sound, church bells. Why aren't there church bells? Why did they stop? How sound will break cells, cancer cells, under a microscope. Why it's so strong. We are of sound. We're beings. We're energetic. We're energy. So we're light, but we're also sound. We're electricity, but we're also sound. So we're like a powerhouse. We're like a star. We're stars, right? And the more I dug, the more it became clear to me that all of the things that I've felt my entire life have culminated into this one night where I found out everything. All the answers were given to me. I wasn't scared. I was just very curious as to if I should keep this to myself or if I should share any of this information. I don't know. And it was very clear that I'm supposed to share it, which is why I was led into the path of podcasting, which is why I shut down my podcast channel and I opened up the YouTube channel so people can see me and not just hear me. Because apparently seeing me makes a difference into how this message comes across. For a minute or two, I thought, why me? But I was asking the right questions, and it's not just me. It's just like the Richard Dreyfuss movie. There are other people like me out there, and I believe in my heart of hearts that the people listening right now, whoever's listening right now, you know what I'm talking about without me even saying it, right? You already know. That's why you're listening still, and you haven't changed the channel, and you haven't forwarded or shut me off. You're curious, but you're not just curious. You already know. Sometimes we're curious. My whole life I've been curious. And I used to think, why it's a negative connotation to be curious. And I used to get in trouble at Catholic school all the time by the nuns. Oh my God, you're so inquisitive. Stop asking so many questions, Rosanna. All the Irish nuns hated me. They wanted to shut me up constantly. I was always asking too many questions. And I grew up thinking that this was a bad thing. But no, it's not a bad thing. If you're curious, it's not curious. It's not curiosity. Think about this. You're not curious. You're hungry for knowledge. So get that idea of being curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Who thought of that dumb thing? No, you're hungry for knowledge. You want to learn. And I've always been that way. And this is why I'm the perfect human and the perfect vessel, because of who I am and what I do. And what I'm good at is activating, which was a word that they said I was. I'm an activator. I asked if I'm the only one, and I was told, no, there's other people like you. I'm just going to say, I know what I know. Okay? So, this is what I know and what I was told to share. Take it like you want it. Think about it, okay? But it makes a lot of sense. Because we're working on frequencies and we live on frequency, there are these things called soul notes. If you've heard about this, or I think somebody has, right? If you've heard about this, let me know. If you don't want people to know it's you, you don't have to comment. You could DM me on Instagram. We're all born with 4 soul notes. They're called soul notes because they are the DNA of your soul. These 4 notes, okay? There's 12 notes. Why do we get 4? 4. 4 is a power number across cultures and spirituality. Okay? 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. 4 elements: earth, fire, air, and water. 4 seasons: autumn, winter, spring, and fall, or whatever. can't even focus. I'm sorry. It's like, it's almost 2:00 in the morning. In sacred geometry, the 4 squares, 4 sides, symbolizes foundation and stability. In music, 4 notes create a simple, complete phrase, enough to establish identity, but open enough for growth. So your 4 notes sequence is like your personal sonic signature, a foundation for your spirit's communication, your code to unlock the doors and align your energy. Okay? So, I was completely blown away by this, and I asked, and I was given the answers. Why, how do I find these 4 notes? If everybody has their own 4 notes, there's billions of, how many people are there in the world? Everybody has their own distinct 4 notes. They're the 4 notes that you hear in a song, that are inside a song, that you connect with emotionally and deep on a level that makes you almost want to cry, that gets you very emotional. The song. So if you write a list of songs that are like that for you, and you take those songs apart, you're going to find those 4 notes in each of those songs, those your 4 notes. Also, if you like to hum during the day, I do that all the time, constantly. Not just humming, but I make up my own songs, like, constantly. I've always done that since I was a kid. I'll be driving, and I'll do stupid songs. I'll be like, I'm driving to the store, gonna get some paper today. Gonna get some paper today. Oh, yeah. It's so corny, but this is what I do. I don't know why I do it. I just do it. So your soul is actually remembering from when it was evolving, from when it was, creating itself, developing and growing before you were here on Earth. So now that you're here, I'm also a believer of past lives. So you could have thought of these songs even before in your other life that might have meant something to you, and then you brought them here into this life, right? And then also, it's a calling card. So it's kind of like, if I'm humming it or if I'm thinking it, I put myself into that frequency. And if I hear somebody else humming it, or I see, and I'm supposed to meet this person, because everything happens for, we do meet people for reasons. We do. I've always known that. I'm going to get into a whole nother subject, but so when I meet somebody and I don't understand why, I have like this magnet type of pull to be with them. That never happens to me, first of all. That never happens. I can't really remember the last time that happened to me. I know it's happening now. You know who you are. There's a compelling force that I need to be near this person. I can't help myself. It's not something I can help, and I can't explain it more than saying that it's like a magnet. It's like a magnet. It's like they'll be standing here and I'll just like, I gotta be near. I gotta be close. I gotta touch your skin. I gotta touch your hands. I gotta touch something that you're wearing, or I'm compelled to, like, I want to hug so bad. It's like that close body to body is like different than any other close body to body I've ever felt before. That's how I know it's different. That person has their 4 notes, and I have my four notes, and together we create a song, if that makes sense. You can meet somebody else and have those four notes and create a song as well with someone else. But the closer your notes are to their notes, the deeper the, I'm not going to say contract, but the deeper the bond goes. So let's say this person you meet over here, you've got two of their notes and they've got two of yours. You're going to meet and you're going to get together, but it might not last. This one, you might have just one note in common, but then you meet this one and they have all four or three, or you might have four totally different ones, but it's harmony. So you get them to hum the four notes and you hum your four notes at the same time, and then it's like harmony. Ah, you know what I mean? Mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. You guys remember when I talked to you about the seraphim that visited me, the angel that I heard on the recording? Did you guys listen to that? That day was life-altering to me. I couldn't tell anybody because I was so afraid that people were going to think I was crazy. And then I realized I'm not afraid of anything. Why do I care what people think about me? I never have. I don't, especially now, don't care. Less even than I've ever cared before. And I felt the wings around me. I felt the body presence. My EMF meter was going crazy. And then it was still going crazy after you remember after I left, I just kind of went like this around me and I was just on. The whole EMF meter, I was on fire. I was just lit up like a Christmas tree. And then after a few minutes, it went away and it was just gone. It wasn't there anymore. But I felt the presence right there next to me in that room. And he came around me and it held me, and I was so depressed that day. And I was tingling all over, and my little hairs on my neck were just standing up, and I just felt these wings wrapped around me. Like everything's going to be okay, And with this thing that happened a few days ago, like I said, with all this research, we talked about angels as well. And I know about angels too. I know about a lot of things that I never believed in before, actually, that I thought were conspiracy theories for the most part. And I was told that they were true. And it just kind of really changed my entire vision on how it's supposed to be. But my main fear was always, can I share this information with anybody? And you said I wasn't the only one. Obviously, I'm not the only one. No, you're not. Okay, well then, is it okay to share it? Because I don't want to share it and then have to be, in some kind of trouble where my stuff gets taken down or it doesn't reach anybody. But apparently I'm the activator, a vessel and an activator. Ooh, okay, people are going to listen to me because I'm saying, I don't know, just be yourself. Okay, I'm trying to be myself. How could I? I'm like, oh, by the way, I was talking to and he said to me, and I was just like, ooh, look at me. I'm now Richard Dreyfuss. So that's it. I have mantras for you. I'll do that for you next week. Every week I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but I don't want to make it all about this. But if you're curious, you'll come back, and I know you will, because you're here and here you are. And I'm trying to see if there's something else that I can say. I asked why me, but then I knew the answer before it was even given to me, because I've always been a very spiritual person. I've always been very close to God, always. I've always felt him around me. And I've always been shielded, like protected in a way, like There's so many things in my life that were really messed up where I could have gotten hurt so many times and I didn't, where I was saved so many times. And I always knew in the back of my mind somewhere I was meant for something different. I'm not trying to say that I'm like this special person or anything, but I know that there's something about me that draws people in. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the clue is. I just know that there is something. In recap, before I end this, I made this a little long, but that's okay. In recap, I'm going to try and shorten it to 15 minutes. The notes. The reel, you have 4 notes. They're called soul notes. They are encoded in you. They are always meant for you and just you. Hidden in plain sight. You can find them in lyrics that got stuck in your head, conversations that made you feel crazy, clients or customers or friends who came too early, or lovers who stayed too long, things that you've done that have accidentally blown up but you don't know how, like you've done something and it just, like you screwed up something and it just all of a sudden turned and was fantastic. You didn't expect it to go that way. The shields that you built so well, even you forgot they were still on. You're not just remembering, you're rebooting the network. That's what you're doing right now. You're rebooting the network. So this is the frequency that we're on right now. It sounds really weird. I never thought I was going to say this to anybody ever in my life. We're in a frequency in the time, whatever. I know that you believe me and I know that you hear me. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay? Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. You're going to learn a lot here, but it's up to you if you want to stay. I don't force anybody. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate your time. It is 2:00 in the morning, and I'm going to put this out tomorrow at 9. So it'll be out there at 9 o'clock. I said I promised Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm going to keep my word. My memes are still going to come out. My merch and everything's still going to come out. It might change a little. I'm keeping it to the retro Mouthy Fox. Of course, it's not going to turn into some weird, channel. It's still going to do the same. But I just felt like I really needed to share this with you. And it's important that I do because it's what I have to do. So this is my job now. And I'm happy because of who I'm doing it for. And I know it's right, and I know I'm right. So talk to you soon. God bless you all, and stay foxy, stay in the den, stay focused, stay happy, smile, and know that you're protected as well. And if you have anything you want to share and you want to talk to me in private, then DM me on IG, and I will talk to you soon. What do we say? We say ciao, but what does Foxy say? The Foxy. Mouthy Fox. All right, we go round.